Because science and truth are under threat. We've all seen scientific facts be downplayed, misrepresented, or outright rejected. Prominent officials are spreading false information and making important policy decisions that run counter to known scientific evidence. Government funding for critical scientific research is under threat. Federal scientists have been prevented from publicly communicating about their research. My organization, the Climate Science Legal Defense Fund, believes it is imperative that we protect the scientific endeavor. Together with the Sabin Center for Climate Change Law at Columbia University, we're keeping track of federal government efforts to silence science. Since November 2016, we've counted 126 of these incidents. 126! One example that I'd like to talk about. Dr. Linda Birnbaum, who's director of the National Institute for Environmental Health Sciences, she wrote an article about how regulations have not kept pace with scientific advances, showing the health problems of certain widely used chemicals. In her article, she suggested that both scientists and non-scientist citizens work together to ensure that government officials pass stronger rules. Reasonable, right? No, there's a twist. Certain members of the House Science Committee called for an investigation, alleging that by encouraging citizens to petition the government for stronger rules, Birnbaum, a federal employee, was violating anti-lobbying rules. There have been other efforts to reduce public participation and education by removing scientific data from websites, by removing references to terms like climate change and evidence-based from reports, and disbanding federal scientific advisory boards, or staffing these boards with predominantly industry-funded researchers. Regardless of this stated purpose, these actions will ultimately undermine our economic competitiveness and our position at the forefront of scientific research. They threaten the United States' role as a leader in scientific discovery, and the resulting casualties are scientific progress, sound public policies, and a fully informed citizenry. All of us. But it's within our power to fight back on these same fronts. By shining a spotlight into the attempts to bury scientific research and data. By calling attention to efforts to misrepresent or twist scientific realities, whether by the right or the left. By speaking out when science is censored. We all need to be engaged in the protection of science. I know you all know that because you're here today. By marching and by speaking out. And by acting in the areas where we can have impact, maybe on the local or the individual level. By supporting and contributing to those who are making positive change. And by voting. If you're a New York citizen and you're not yet registered to vote, register by June 1 for New York primaries. It's critically important that we use our voices and our votes and our feet when science is threatened. Thank you.